report 16 cats disappear in Bangor, Maine, which just had an influx of Haitian migrants. Maybe it's just a coincidence. We're not trying to say anything here. I'm not trying to draw any conclusions here, but it's a coincidence that this is happening, I guess. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. That's where I have my Patreon where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. And there's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's talk about this weird news that I can't believe I have to report, because so many people try to pretend like these things aren't happening, when you talk to people on the ground in these places, they say, yes, these things are happening. So who are you going to believe? You're going to believe these politicians that never lied to us, or are you going to believe people that actually live in these places and say these things are happening? Of course, we're going to believe our dear leaders, the politicians who would never, ever lie to us about these things. But this article is from the World Tribune, and they report that residents in Bangor, Maine, have reported 16 recent incidents in which pet cats have suddenly gone missing. Catholic Charities in Maine reported about 100 migrants from 11 countries were sent to Bangor in fiscal year 2024. The new arrivals came from Syria, Venezuela, Nicaragua, and Afghanistan, and Haiti. And residents in Springfield, Ohio, which has seen 20,000 Haitian migrants arrive in their town, also reported missing pets. Quote, "It is wild animals or wild migrants. Nobody knows because nothing has been properly investigated," Revolver News noted. So it could be some wild animals just going around snatching up your cat and stuff like that. ABC News is already quick to dismiss the Bangor story. Quote, "How do they know that so quickly? Where's the evidence showing they actually investigated and got to the bottom of it? Don't hold your breath because, once again, they didn't bother to do their job," Revolver News wrote. And they're not going to look because they don't want to know the answer to that. They're going to automatically say, no, these things aren't happening. You think they're really going to be inquisitive about it? No answer. Try to find an answer to something they really don't want to know the answer to because it will blow up their whole narrative. So they're not even going to investigate this. But quote, "Well, we know better than to take the mainstream media at face value, and neither should you. That's why we're digging deeper, gathering all the information we can and sharing it with you so you can see the full picture yourself." The story being reported from residents is different than the one presented by local officials and major media. Quote, "It's no shock that the media would cover for the regime, especially in an election year. Their credibility is already in tatters," Revolver News noted. But why would these residents lie about what they're witnessing? Maybe some hope for a bit of internet fame, or perhaps they want to push a narrative to get rid of the migrants in their town. But would so many people all at once decide to choose their 15 minutes with the same type of story? Seems odd. I agree. Aren't we still in America? When citizens speak out, we should listen and seek the truth. The media, with all their resources, refuses to do that, leaving everyday people to dig through the noise. It's a sad commentary on where the press is today, firmly in the pockets of the regime elites, Revolver News concluded. So let's play this clip here.
This is the last street that she was seen on.
2 weeks ago, Ann Foster's cat, Frankie Blue Eyes, went out at night as she usually does. But this time, she never came home.
Wow. I am no fan of cats. I can't stand cats because they just lick themselves and they think they run stuff. But I have to admit, that was a cute cat. That was a cute cat, man. Shout out to all the cat lovers out there.
So amazing and lovable. It's really a hole in my heart without her.
Frankie is one of at least 16 cats in Bangor's Fairmount neighborhood that have gone missing in the past
how long?
2 months.
They just
16 cats in 2 months. Think about that. Where does this ever happen? I see stray cats all the time. Bring some of them out here. And I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. we already get enough migrants and illegals in Houston. We don't need any more. I'm joking about that. But could you imagine you like seeing all these stray cats one day and then all of a sudden all these cats are just gone? Like, where did they go? In 2 months, they're just gone. 16 cats. Wow.
Disappeared without a trace.
It's been a month since.
Now, these are the cats that we know about. These are the cats that have owners that note their animals missing. What about the stray animals? This is crazy. Wow.
Matt Morgan's cat Eloise went missing. Morgan says in the time that he's lived in the neighborhood, this influx is unusual.
There was never this kind of spike of this kind of activity. And the animals that disappeared, they either were found, later or it just wasn't at that rate.
None of these cats have been found, making it hard for cat owners to get closure.
It's like you're in grief, but you can't really grieve because you don't know if they're actually gone.
What's on many neighbors' minds is why did this happen? Bangor's animal control officer, Trisha Bruin, who is investigating these incidents, says she believes the cats were killed by wildlife. But she says it's possible some cats ran away and will return or were stolen. The Maine Department.
So that's it. That's all. Some no evidence of it. Just wildlife snatched up these cats. 16 cats just gone. We got no evidence of it, but that's what we got. Or people just stole cats. People just go around stealing cats. Oh my gosh, where did they come up with this logic, man? This is wild.
Of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife, though, does not believe it's wildlife, as foxes, coyotes, and fishers have always been in the area.
But my question is, where's her collar? Where's her remains if it was an animal?
No remains of any cats have been found, but Foster remains hopeful that she'll get answers.
I'm not going to give up hope on Frankie, but I'm hoping she comes home soon.
Frankie
and
gone.
Everybody else's cats, they're amazing, and they're such an important part of the family.
Right now, Bruin says that pet owners should keep their animals inside at night and supervise them during the day to ensure their safety. In Bangor, Katie Delaney, News Center, Maine.
Now, if you know anything about these disappearances, you can contact the Bangor Animal Control Officer by emailing.
Put some low jack. Put some low jack on your pets, man. But it's gonna probably be in somebody's digestive system. But this is wild that I have to report this because the mainstream media refuses to talk about this. They won't go in. They won't see what's really going on. Again, we really don't know. Maybe these cats, wildlife just came in and and ate up all these cats at once. I mean, there's a hungry fox roaming the town that nobody's seen, and no one actually witnessed these cats get snatched up or by wild animals or any carcasses left around or collars or anything. But yeah, that's what they believe is happening. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.